Because not only did he forget about the international date line and get the time wrong on when they would arrive by an entire day, making the whole dismantling the ship thing not necessary. I feel extra bad for the captain with no nipples.
Captain No Nips.
Right. Hello and welcome to Steam Powered Movies. I'm your host, Mike, and I'm here, as always, with my co-host.
Hello, my name is Dana Fraedrich. I'm a steampunk and fantasy author. I'm just trying to match Mike's energy. He always comes in so big.
I try to bring the people in, you know? Try to go big.
I'm already exhausted.
Oh no.
I'm joking. But that's so much energy just like to start with.
It's a hard job. I got to do it though. You know, someone's got to do the hard jobs.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
I'm sure there is. Anyway, this is Steam Powered Movies. This is a movie podcast hosted by Mike and Dana, where we watch a steampunk or adjacent film and then we talk about it. And we've done one of those things today. We watched a steampunk film.
Yeah.
We watched Around the World in 80 Days, one of the many iterations that have been filmed and written and filmed and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. This was the 2004 edition.
With Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
And literally everyone else.
Yeah, seriously. The top line are Jackie Chan, Steve Coogan, and Jim Broadbent, I would say, are probably the top three. They play the three main characters.
Excuse me, you are forgetting, what's a woman? Mademoiselle Laroche.
I'm sorry.
I don't speak French. I speak French as well as Jackie Chan, which in real life he may actually speak French. I don't know. He's that sort of man of so many talents.
Yeah, and he's a good actor. He might just be acting like he can't speak French good.
Right.
Yeah. I don't speak English good. Anyway, so we're going to talk about this movie, but first we have some important announcements for you all. First, Dana has a couple events coming up in this month of June. First is the Big Ohio Book Con, June 6th and 7th at the Medina Community Center and Fairgrounds. That's in Medina, Ohio. That's June 6th and 7th. Big Ohio Book Con. If you're in that area, check it out. If you're not in the Ohio area, but are maybe near Chicago, then June 12th through 14th, you can check out the Chicago Steampunk Expo at the Hyatt Regency Schaumburg in Schaumburg, Illinois. Outside Chicago. If you're there, check it out.
They get free parking.
Dana. Yeah. And then I believe you had one other thing that you wanted to let people know.
Yes. It's not the fact that the Big Ohio Book Con is both big and has books and is in Ohio.
It's in the name. So yeah, we figured.
But my news is actually, and if you're already subscribed to my newsletter, this is old news for y'all. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, why not? You're missing out on some news.
Yeah. Go to wordsbydana.com and sign up.
So, like I said, my newsletter subscribers, they already know this. They've known this for a while. But the covers for the Broken Gears books are changing. It's been 10 years since I first released Out of the Shadows. It is time for them to get an update. And I'm very excited. These covers look awesome. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Also, newsletter subscribers have already seen the new covers. So I'm just saying, they get all the news. So if you want the news, sign up for the newsletter. But very, very, very soon, like within the next week, you will no longer be able to get the old book covers. So now is the time to order them online. You can get them through my website, like Mike said, wordsbydana.com, or from anywhere that you buy books. So otherwise, the only place to get the old covers will be from me after that. And I have a limited stock. And once they're gone, they're gone. So just to let y'all know, also, you can always contact me on that same website, wordsbydana.com, with any questions. If you want to reach out and be like, Dana, what do I do? How do I get books? That's fine. Just go through the contact page. I'll take care of you.
Dana,
that's it.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How would you get around the world in 80 days? What would be your method?
Well, nowadays.
Well, if you had to do it during the reign of Queen Victoria, who is actually in this film. Mm-hmm. Is this the first film we've covered that actually has Queen Victoria as a character? I don't know. We've done a lot of these now.
We've done so many.
We've done like 40-something episodes.
No. Because Steamboy, Queen Vicky was in that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
And I bet she's been in others that I'm just forgetting
Probably
about.
Probably a couple other. But it's a rarity. We actually get Queen Vicky. But if you were living during her reign, how would you go around the world in 80 days?
I would try to go by train as much as possible, but that's mostly because trains.
Yeah.
Trains are cool.
And it makes sense.
Yeah.
There were a lot of trains then. Would you go by flying machine?
I would go by steamer. I might even do a hot air balloon. I don't know that I would go by a flying machine back then. I'm still afraid of planes.
Fair.
I think my fear of flying would be so much greater.
So you wouldn't want to be the first person to be on a flying machine ever?
No.
Yeah, that makes
No, I'm
sense.
good.
It didn't look safe. Spoilers for the end of the film. But
They didn't have it in this film, but could we do Zeppelin?
That's a good method. Yeah. So this is a crazy movie. I don't think that's too much to say off top.
I just want to say, dear listeners, you may have noticed that when Mike picks a film, it is a certain level of unpleasant.
What? Hey, come on.
Okay, maybe unpleasant is the wrong word.
No, I've picked plenty of silly things.
I'm just saying, we Snowpiercer, Dark City.
There's been a couple, yeah. And this was on the other end of that spectrum.
And then I pick a movie, and we get things like Atlantis, Around the World in 80 Days with Jackie Chan. I'm just saying, we bring different things to the table. The stuff you bring is it's more serious and, maybe a little bit more, I don't want to say thoughtful.
Wow.
But dramatique.
Wow, this is throw Mike under the bus day,
No,
I see. I'm
just saying, you bring dramatique. And
it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy the silly stuff, though. Right? This movie is very silly.
I know. I loved it. I've never seen this.
I had never seen it before either.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I also read the book beforehand, so I can do a comparative. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to guess that this film has very little in common with the book.
It has more in common than you might think.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So what things are the same between this 2004 Jackie Chan comedy action movie and the Jules Verne book? So
in the Jules Verne book, we do have a bank robbery, in fact.
Okay.
The Bank of England is stolen from, but in the movie, in the book rather, it is £55,000 that is stolen.
All right.
And it is Phineas Fogg who they think has stolen it.
Right.
So we do have Mr. Fix. We do have a valet, Passepartout.
Okay.
We do take a few of the same modes of travel.
Is that his name in the book too?
Passepartout.
Okay.
It's a joke in the book as well.
Oh yeah.
Where because he never really held down a job for very long. So that's his name.
Okay.
I think it's because I think in French it's also passport, but maybe there's a slightly different French meaning.
Yeah.
So, which I think that was just lost in translation on me because I don't speak French.
Yeah.
As we've firmly established in today's episode.
Yes.
So yeah. And it does tend to veer. This movie ends up being very different than the book.
Is there the female lead character? A character in the book?
So as you might expect, from a book written by a white man in this century, there's also a ton of racism in the book.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
So there is a love interest. She's an Indian woman whose husband has died. But it's okay, dear gentle Victorian readers, that he's going to marry an Indian woman because actually she's as pale as a European.
Oh,
so that makes it okay.
That makes it good.
And she was educated in England. So she's not uncivilized.
Oh, of course.
Right. The hoops that the book jumps through to justify him marrying an Indian woman.
Wow.
It is bonkers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we're unqualified to tackle this, but I wonder if that is Jules Verne maybe being progressive, maybe he wanted to have there be some diversity, but he felt like he had to justify it to his readers or something, or is that him doing the hoop jumping or the whitewashing of a character who is not white or something? I don't know. Okay, so I want to try and be give credit where credit is due and also be objective and honest. So Jules Verne,
has some very racist stuff in his books. Like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, he actually wanted it to be much more political and basically like woke for his time. And his editor was like, we can't do this. So it might be what you said, where he's trying to be progressive. He was French. I mean, the French have always tended to be a little bit more progressive. But it's still very racist.
Yeah.
So perhaps, but still, let's just call a spade a spade. The book is still very racist.
And this movie was slightly more respectful of other cultures.
So I don't know enough about Turkish culture or Indian culture to know like how respectful or disrespectful they're being. I felt like the attire, not counting the belly dancers in Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean Prince Hobby's palace. Like I don't know how like all of it, but that whole scene felt kind of shoehorned in for me.
I mean, bonkers, off the wall. Yeah. And very surprising. I'm like, oh, we're landing in Istanbul. We're in Turkey. Who's going to be the prince? Arnold Schwarzenegger? What?
Right. Well, and like we said, this movie has everyone is in this film.
Yeah.
Everyone. How is this not a bigger film given this cast?
I mean, probably because it's so silly and not serious.
Okay. But, okay. And this, I actually have a bone to pick about this because I think silly stuff is every bit as important and valid as like the serious Oscar nominated films. Like, I'm not saying the Oscar nominated films don't deserve to be nominated for Oscars, but I do think the silly stuff also deserves to be nominated for Oscars. Okay. Like humor is a powerful weapon against corruption, against like just the general terrors of existing. Humor is very important, and to kind of downplay it and act like it's not important and that, oh, it's just silly or frivolous. Like I heard a take. This video I was watching was actually about the power of fashion, but the take I heard was about how fashion has been controlled throughout the eons because it's powerful. And so anything that, like, if we think about that, anything that people in power have tried to control, that means that thing is a mighty force. And this includes humor. This includes art. This includes fashion, as like that video was talking about, and all of these different things. It includes science. Like everything that people try to control, that means it has power. And therefore, humor has power.
I agree. That being said, I don't think this movie was worthy of any Oscars. But it was extremely silly. You were talking about the Arnold showed up. Like there was an early scene where Richard Branson shows up randomly.
Oh yeah, he's like the hot air balloon conductor.
Yeah,
in Paris.
From that moment on, it felt like every 10 minutes there was a cameo where we were both like, "What? What's this person doing here?"
I kind of loved that. It felt like a surprise.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it added to the silliness. Yeah, we had, and then Arnold was the Prince
Hobby.
Happy. It was Happy.
Oh, Happy, you're right.
Yeah. And then he said happy, and then like the pronunciation changed all over the place.
Right.
And then we had who was one of the other ones? Oh, the person that you thought was Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay. I need to explain because I now understand that was, is it Rob or Roy?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. Yeah. Okay, so the reason I thought Michael Keaton...
Roy Scheider was an actor that was in Jaws.
Oh, okay, that's probably how I'm messing that up. Yeah. But anyway, so the reason I thought I was like getting Michael Keaton, even though like I was looking at his face, and I was like, I don't think that's his face. Because the voice he was doing, it was really giving Beetlejuice.
Right, yeah, no, you're right. He was doing the voice like Michael Keaton and Beetlejuice for sure. But no, the random the beggar in San Francisco. Yeah, that was Rob Schneider. And then the Wilson brothers showing up as the Wright brothers.
I know. It's fantastic. It's such a lovely gift that we can that keeps giving all throughout this film. Like John Cleese shows up at one point.
Yeah, Will Forte and John Cleese at the end. Yeah, John Cleese is like, that's a random reference. And like,
I love it.
It's like a nice OG reference. I like that. But back on the Wilson brothers, I like the take on the Wright brothers that Orville, I guess he was the older brother, was like kind of a jerk and taking credit for all his little brother stuff.
Right. I mean, that's what older brothers do, isn't it, Mike?
No. I mean, most older brothers are very magnanimous and great and treat their younger brother with the utmost respect.
Spoken like a true older brother.
But I think it's funny. Someone's just like, what if one of the brothers didn't really do anything, but like took credit for his half of it?
Yeah.
What if one of them was that kid in the class project who didn't do the work, but still got an A?
I mean, I don't know anything about the Wright brothers hardly, but I mean, that does seem to be how things work.
Probably didn't happen, but I think it's a funny take.
I will also say there was a gent who,
and they had the Luke Wilson, the less successful one, be the younger brother.
Right? I don't know if that was part of the logic or not, but it kind of works.
It works.
But there was actually a gent who the Wright brothers worked with who also developed a whole bunch of stuff that like does not get nearly as much fame. I actually named a character in Out of the Shadows after that gent. I think it was Cargill or something like that. Cargill, something. But yeah, so he is actually somebody who like was a big part of that development and just does not get the same level of publicity that the Wright brothers do.
Yeah. As far as like the cultural representation, I don't know how some of that, if it was tasteful or not.
Well, what I did appreciate though, and it really is one of these things, if you read a lot of old literature, you see this a lot. Therefore, white writers, my fellow white writers, we do need to like do some work reclaiming this, where if we have characters of color, we need to be really thoughtful about the way they are represented in our books. And
maybe don't cast Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's such a weird take. He actually, like I said, that felt shoehorned because
he looked odd with like the hair and stuff. Like, and I'm pretty sure that in the scene where he's supposed to be playing that instrument, it's definitely not him playing
it. It's
someone else's hands. I think for some of the shots, it was like CG'd his face on top of the body or something, or maybe they did a thing where like he's laying down and someone like over top of someone. I don't know how they did it, but like. Yeah, that was not him, and it looked weird.
If his face looks CG'd, it might be just because he's had a lot of work done.
I mean, it was just 20 years ago, so it was not quite as bad. But at least in fairness to like maybe some other cultures being portrayed cartoonishly, America and England did not get off scot-free.
Oh no, there were so many good jokes. But first, like I want to mention that like the fact that Jackie Chan is so involved in the production of this makes me think that like he probably steered some of that sensitivity train. And we just learned he's directing an opera.
Yeah.
This is so wild. Babatunde Hip Hopper talked about it on his Instagram. Y'all go check out Babatunde Hip Hopper. He's great. And learn
Very
about
cool.
this opera that Jackie Chan is directing.
Yeah. I do feel like the Chinese part of the movie was taken a little more seriously.
Yeah. That felt more rounded.
Yeah. Maybe because they had some experience involved in the making. But yeah, the Americans were portrayed as like kind of crazy, and like there was like the thief lady, and then
we're just violent and just opportunistic. They're not wrong.
I thought they were gonna do the thing where the cop at the end was like, "Oh, I'm Irish. Good job stealing from the British." I thought they were like, "Oh, they're gonna make the cop the good guy," but then immediately, no, he's corrupt. We're like, "Oh yeah, there we go."
But that's still a good joke.
Yeah,
like that's a really good y'all. Yeah, if you don't know, the Irish hate the English.
Yeah, and there was a few references to English colonialism, you know, what haven't they taken over and like stolen all the artifacts from? So
there was some. Okay, I want to say something about the writing of this. I need you hold on to your socks.
Okay. I'm holding my socks.
So there are a couple.
They better stay on.
The writing credits on this, of course, Jules Verne is one of the writing credits, but also one of the folks is also a big writer behind. Are you ready? The Librarians.
Wow. Speaking of crossovers to other things, the guy who played Lord Salisbury.
Yeah.
Which, good joke.
Yeah.
There about naming a steak after him.
I'll name a beef dish after you.
Yeah, one of the silly British lords. He played a character in City of Ember, which we covered on this podcast.
Oh?
He was the chief builder.
Oh,
yeah. I don't really remember his face, but yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, not surprising that some British character actors are in several of the movies we've watched by this point. But yeah.
Is there like a quiet steampunk community amongst the acting community? Because there are a lot of folks in a bunch of these movies that are in like a lot of these movies.
Yeah.
Like, I think that guy, what's his name again?
I forget the actor's name.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sir, I'm afraid neither of us are very good with names, but whatever your name is, you are for now a friend of the podcast.
Salisbury.
Mr. Salisbury, you are a friend of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, they threw some names in that we'd recognize too. You know, like what was the other guy? It was
Which one? There are so many in this movie. There's so many faces that we know.
Yeah, I mean they made Lord Kelvin the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which Jim Broadbent, I remember him mostly from Hot Fuzz.
Oh, that's the other one he was in. Because I was like
Yeah.
looking through his credits. He was Slughorn. Like he's done a bunch of Shakespeare. That dude has done oodles.
Yeah, and he
Oodles.
does like cartoonish villain, but that you still kind of take seriously
Yeah.
really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so many cartoony things about this film.
And okay, so there's actually, this film has more in, like I said earlier, this film has more in common with the book than you would think. And like,
All right.
it's so interesting, the stuff they like just cherry picked out of the book. So remember the scene on on the ship with our captain who like, I don't know why they wrote it in, but he had his,
He lost his nipples to a shark.
like a shark ate off his nipples. Like, that's such a weird, amazing scene. But like in the book, they actually do start to dismantle the ship to feed the engines so they can make it in time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like I said, they cherry picked a bunch of stuff out of the book, but I will also say the stuff they left out of the book is also really good. Not just the racist stuff, but also like,
Sure.
So in the book,
But at least the ship captain thing, it did lead to one of the great lines of the film.
which was,
You had me at the nipples.
it's so good. I didn't look up that guy's like, what is it? It's not videography. What is it? Filmography.
Yeah.
Like, but he was another face. I was like, I know I've seen you in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. This thing and everything. But the thing that they left out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Phileas Fogg. I don't. Okay. So here's the thing. I actually read this book as a child, but it was like a much abridged version. Did you
Mhm.
ever have the illustrated classics as a kid?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. This might be one of the ones I read. I can't remember. I did read a few of those.
Yeah. So I had Heidi, I had Swiss Family Robinson, and I had Around
Yeah.
the World in 80 Days. But for some reason in my head, and maybe this is that, what's that? Is it Mandela?
Mandela effect.
Yeah, the Mandela effect. In my head, he's always been Phineas Fogg.
Oh.
I maybe it's because Phineas and Ferb, which I was never actually into. I don't know what's happened here. Anyway, so our boy Phileas Fogg,
Phil.
Phil, yeah, good old Philly Fogg.
Yeah.
So he
Philly
is
Foggy.
Philly Foggy. So I refer to him, the book version of him, as the man with no personality.
Ah.
I think he's kind of meant to be like a Sherlock-y kind of character where like he's just very serious and analytical and he always knows the answer. And he's like, of course things worked out this way. I knew they would.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he has absolutely no mirth about him. Like he's very expressionless. And
I'm glad they didn't do that.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was so weird. And like they did the classic Victorian thing where like he has absolutely nothing to offer except for money. And even then, like when he has no money for a minute in the book, like of course, like the woman is like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And it's so, I'm so glad that they didn't do that. Instead they went, kooky professor type with him.
Which is a good way to go and good Steve Coogan material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, in the book, Passepartout is like the bumbling servant.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really glad that they didn't do that here. I like it. I like the twist they put on it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make Jackie the star for sure, which feels like the whole point of putting this together.
Mm-hmm.
But back on Phileas, did they in the book, was he really bad with time? Because this version, he's just really bad at time math, I think. Maybe a thing you can relate to.
Look, it's hard, okay? Just different time zones. And then we have like daylight savings time. F you, daylight savings time. Just, it's really, really hard for some of us, okay?
Yeah, because not only did he forget about the international dateline and get the time wrong on when they would arrive by an entire day, making the whole dismantling the ship thing not necessary. I feel extra bad for the captain with no nipples.
Captain No Nips.
Right. Oh, wow. What was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say.
You can only think of Captain No Nips now.
I was going to say, from the very beginning of the film, he put out his calculation because they were talking the Royal Society, and they were like, oh, it would take like 80 hours or whatever. And then the Phileas is like, I have calculated it'd be no more than 80 days. I think he was really far off on that. If he was actually calculating it, because they got held up so many places, and they was so many slow methods of transportation and out of the way.
This is like what he did in the book too, though. He's like, oh, I've calculated it, but he does it like he's just a man again with no personality, but like all the confidence in the world of like, no, it's definitely this, but like, yeah, no, in the book too, like he does not account for anything going wrong, even though literally everyone around him is like, there's like snow and stuff, right? Like because he's traveling in October to December in the book.
Okay, that seems not smart.
Yeah, like over the Rockies.
In the Northern Hemisphere. That's bad. Yeah,
precisely. So yeah, it is wild, but they do have the same thing. They never say the international dateline in the book, and I don't actually know if it had that name at the time. Like maybe it wasn't called that or something at the time. But anyway, yeah, same kind of thing. They actually arrived the day before, but he doesn't realize it.
Yeah, but the thing is, they got delayed so many times, but they still made it on time. They could have done it in way less than 80 days. That's my point.
Right. Whereas in the book, like they are booking it. They're like, go, 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 go. Like he has like everything memorized. Yeah.
Yeah. There's way more of a plan, I bet, in the book. And this is way more like flying by the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
And the whole thing of contriving, like, Passport 2 has to get back to China to return the thing that was stolen.
Yeah. That was an entire subplot that was not in the book.
Yeah, that was probably just like a way to be like, how can we end up in China and, have Jackie Chan and 12 other people do a bunch of fighting.
Can we talk about the fight scenes?
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Of course. It's a Jackie Chan movie. You have to talk about the fight scenes. They're the best parts.
Okay, so like I usually tune out during fight scenes in movies because they're so boring. Like just like, oh, I'm punching, punch, 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 I'm punching. Like that's pretty much most of the Avengers films. And fight me. But Jackie Chan's fight scenes, they're so clever. Like they're using so many things around them.
Yeah.
And he's the fight choreographer as well for this.
Yes.
So like I love the way he choreographs fight scenes and like how just he uses everything.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Smartly.
He's like, just give him a couple props and he'll do something cool with them.
Right? Like he took off the guy's like big like weapon bracelets like with a bench.
Yep. Oh no, the bench part was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bench fight that was a standout. The part with the ladder, that was like a nod to a past like Jackie Chan like famous like ladder fight scene. I don't remember what film it's in, but he's done at least one with like a ladder that features prominently. But yeah, that's kind of his whole thing though, is just like finding a cool prop or any random object and figuring a way to bring it into the fight.
Yeah. And I always wonder, like, okay, what came first? Like, okay, so we have the scene where the Statue of Liberty is still being assembled, and there's her head. And then, like, at what point does the Statue of Liberty come in? At what point does Jackie Chan go, all right, we're going to have the dude's legs come out through her nose like snot? Like, I want to know, like, how it all comes
on
together.
On a sneeze, no less.
Yeah. I mean, it's so good. Like some of the lines in this movie, like they made me laugh so hard.
Yeah. No, like he's really good at the slapstick stuff. like the nonverbal jokes everywhere.
Yeah.
It, for me, though, kind of made a contrast to some of the written jokes not being quite up to par in quality.
Yeah. I wouldn't say this is like a joke buffet, to use your term, from when we watched Young Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was aiming for that.
It was. I think it was a lot more misses as far as, again, the written jokes and spoken jokes, but they threw them out there.
Yeah.
They're like, how about this one? Does
They're
this
taking
work?
their shots.
Yeah, but no, I love the nonverbal comedy and like the prop fights and stuff where he's like handcuffed to the police chief guy or the inspector guy.
That was Mr. Fix, who also played Buttons in Our Flag Means Death.
Yeah. But yeah, that where they're chained together and he's like using him to kick the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, that was a crazy cool stunt.
Like I said, his fight scenes are so clever and interesting to watch.
Yeah, I was worried at the beginning of this that we wouldn't get any like classic Jackie Chan, because the first, I don't know, like 20 minutes or so, and there's that opening chase scene where he robs the bank. You don't actually get to see him do any real action. You see him like jump in a window and then like go in a building and jump out the window. And there's some shots in that scene where it's like a quick cut here and there. And I was like, oh, this is like older Jackie Chan. Maybe he doesn't really have the action chops anymore.
Oh, Mike, he's still got them action chops.
Yeah.
Oh, can I just do that? Oh, Mike, he's still got them action. I can't say this word. This is the second time.
Okay, I might have to leave all this in now.
Action chops. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to say this phrase cutely or whatever, and it's not working. I'm gonna move on now.
Okay.
Dear listeners, please forgive. I'm trying to be cool, okay?
You're very cool, Dana.
So anyway.
But no, in France, yeah, they finally have like a real fight scene in the art gallery, and he's like using the paint buckets.
I
and
love
stuff.
that scene so much. It was so colorful.
And they made a painting.
Yeah.
During the fight scene.
I love it.
So clever. Yeah, and then we had the other prop fights. What were some of the other props?
We had the ball and chain.
Yeah.
Which like ended up being kind of a not a pulley, but like a thing that they were able to, well, maybe kind of like a pulley.
Yeah. It was a weight, like a weighted thing. Yeah, the stool, where he was using the stool to fight.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, he's so great. Love Jackie Chan.
The one thing I will say about the fight scenes in this film compared to some other older Jackie stuff is that there was more cutting in these scenes. You didn't have as much extended time with like no cuts in between
I wonder
shots.
though.
Which maybe that is because he's a little bit older there, or maybe it was something with the director
Mike
wanted to do. I don't know.
I just have to ask you to stop disparaging the great name of Jackie Chan.
I'm not. I'm just saying,
I have a totally unsubstantiated theory.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think
we love this.
So it's 2004. Granted, we don't have TikTok yet, but media has already begun to kind of get shorter and become more bite-sized.
Yeah.
And so we're going in that direction. I think that the shorter little cut-up scenes are a directorial decision to keep people's attention.
I think you're probably onto something here, and that is around the time frame too when action movies in general were doing more of that quick cutting stuff. I remember the exact year that like the Bourne Identity, when that came out, that was around that time, maybe a little bit after. But that's a thing that's been talked about like by film critics and people who study film and stuff, to the point where I've even seen stuff about it, where that quick cutting style in fight scenes became really popularized. But it's like, it's sometimes not really good. I don't think it's the best choice for a Jackie Chan movie to do a lot of quick cuts, because part of the beauty of his choreography is to see it all unfold and see like the Rube Goldberg of it all, where he like goes from one position to another. I would like to see more longer shots. We got a few kind of extended shots, but I would like to have seen more and less quick cuts. But that's my only one gripe about the fight scenes. They were great.
Yeah. And also another weird thing that they've like cherry picked out of the books. In the books, Passport 2 is a gymnast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So random.
All right.
So like, and again, I'm so curious how this film came together because like, did they have Jackie Chan in mind for it? Like, did Jackie Chan maybe go to someone and be like, hey, I want to be in this film. Think of all this cool stuff I can bring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more thing that I'm really glad they didn't do in this film that they did do in the books, because also it would have made the film way more boring. Literally, Fogg's entire method of dealing with situations is to pay somebody off. He just like anytime there's a problem, he just pays somebody.
Oh.
He just throws money at it.
Yeah, that's boring.
I know. So
Yeah.
this is like far more clever.
Why not do something cool and science-y?
Mike, he's not a scientist. Like literally, he plays whist and he has money. Those are his main.
So in the book, he's not an inventor?
No.
Oh.
He's just a guy.
I forgot.
He's just a rich guy who goes to his club every single day. He keeps the same exact schedule every single day. And he goes and plays whist and he reads the newspaper. And that's his life.
So they actually made this film more steampunk than the book.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the book, of course, has like all of the modern like railways and things like that. But yeah, no, this film was way more interesting than the book.
Yeah, and so like all the gadgetry and stuff, all the like the cool steam and gear inventions and things, like the jetpack. Well, it turned into a jetpack.
Yeah, and may I just bring to light an oft underused, very cool steampunky thing. It's not just steampunk, but like I've seen it come up in several steampunk books, my own included.
What, rollerblades?
No. Although that was fun too. Love the rollerblades. But fan defense, where you have a hand fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mulan did it, if you recall.
Yeah.
And like I said, Gail Carriger has done it in her books. Like I said, I've got some in my books. But like, yeah, fans are really, really excellent weapons. And they're so underused.
Yeah.
So I was really happy to see that come into play here.
Yeah, got some more props and things being used in fights. It makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Much.
So yeah, there was a bit of steampunk stuff in here.
A bit. Yeah.
Besides just being set in the Victorian era, featuring Queen Vicky herself.
We had so many gadgets.
And being written by Jules Verne, one of the original steampunk writers.
True.
Yeah, tons of gadgets. His whole house was all gadgeted up.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that the whistling light bulb thing would come back later. It didn't, but it was cool.
It was just fun.
Yeah.
Just for vibes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're writing a D&D campaign, a book, what have you, sometimes you just do stuff for flavor.
Mm-hmm. Like a spyglass cane.
Oh my gosh, the cane was so cool. I loved that so much. That's actually a gadget I have not seen before. I really like it.
Yeah, it was neat.
Oh man.
That's the prop you'd want?
It's a good one. It's a really good. I don't have a lot of times in my life where I need a spyglass, but it'd be nice to have. Just, I want one. I want one in a cane. I need to make this happen. Oh, and also, not at all related to the steampunk, but again, flavor. So Fang's eye makeup during the final fight with her. Oh my gosh. Oh
yeah.
my.
She was fierce.
I am not generally attracted to women.
Okay.
But
all right.
I could be for her.
Wow.
And I think the eye makeup, it'll get me.
That was the thing that did it, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, and we haven't really talked about our French lady, Mademoiselle La Roche. I'm probably mispronouncing that.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, she was cool.
This is sort of wild. Like, I feel bad that I don't have more to say about her because actually, I really liked her character. She was sassy. She liked to have fun. She was like her own person.
Yeah.
I loved it.
She was like self-motivating.
Yeah.
As in like her actions were motivated by her, not by other people.
Yeah. I will say she didn't have as much of an arc as I would have liked. I would have liked to see more of her art. Like we saw her doing art like along the way, but we never really saw like her arc complete.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, the ending didn't really have anything for her.
Yeah, but I did like her. I feel like we got a good start with her. Like we got a really good start. She's great to have on board, but we just didn't get quite to the end of her story.
Well, I think the end of her story was she found the man of her dreams, Dana.
Okay. And I know she painted the flying machine, which is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like the flying machine was beautiful. But yeah, like I just wish more had been done with her journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I liked everything else about her story and her character.
Yeah, like I said, she was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know what she wasn't?
What's that?
She wasn't a rutabaga. I love that line. I'm gonna say that now. Like, I'm such a rutabaga.
Oh yeah, that's what the fake injured
I've
thief in
sprained
San
my
Francisco.
knee,
Yeah.
and now I have all of your money.
Just runs off with it. Was that in the book?
No.
Oh, they just run out of money or something?
No, he like I said, he just paid people off and he had oodles of money. And they did establish him as like a good person in the book. Like he gives like money to like a homeless woman who has a child, and he rescues the woman who eventually becomes his wife and stuff. But yeah, no, he like never runs out of money either. It's never a problem.
Okay. So there's just no problems and he just goes.
Pretty much. Like occasionally like a little bump in the road will happen, and then it's like they kind of present it as like this could be a real problem, and then it's not.
maybe for that time this was considered like a cozy story, you know?
Maybe.
It was just like, you know, we go on an adventure and we see some stuff and we experience other cultures inappropriately and
through very, very incorrect eyes.
Right. And then we come back home and everything's fine.
I mean, kind of. There are actually a number of jokes in the book. Like it's actually a funny book in like a few parts where like we get to have a little bit of wordplay, or just like that style of writing where it's like just kind of wry humor.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, like, oh, a guy gets punched in the face and, you know, he didn't thank, you know, him to meet again or something like that. Where like it's well written. It's not like laugh out loud funny, but it's kind of, that's kind of funny.
In the book, did Phileas say, that's what happens when you leave your house? You meet people.
Right. Yeah.
Or did the captain say, burn the birds?
That was my favorite line. We'll burn the birds. I don't know who thought of that line, but it's so good.
I think that was maybe the best joke. The best spoken joke in the film, because it's like Phileas, like he's looking at the birds and he's inspired, and the captain's like, "You're right, we'll burn them for extra fuel."
Yeah, that was kind of like the peak of the humor of the film.
Yeah,
and that again, that's not to say it's not a good film because it was really funny. But yeah, that was my favorite line.
Speaking of how good is this film? Is it time to rate this film?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm so curious to hear what you think.
Oh, me too. First, we rate the film not on anything that's traditional critical criteria, but how steampunk is this film, Dana? On a scale of 1 to 5 steam engines, how steampunk is Around the World in 80 Days, 2004 Jackie Chan edition. I
am gonna give it 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
And part of it is, I actually don't think I need to justify this for once to you.
No, I don't think you do.
Right. But I do still just want to explain that like part of, I think the allure of steampunk for me is how clever people are with found objects. Because so many cool steampunk makers in the community, like they're just using stuff that they have on hand to make really cool things. And I think this movie did such a good job doing that.
I mean, and that's what Jackie Chan does in his fights.
Right, exactly.
He uses found objects. He's like, there's 5 guys and there's one of me and I have a stool. Yeah. Let's do it. I agree. Very steampunk. Queen Victoria is on screen. Come on. You can't get much more than that. And there's an adventure with crazy gadgets and steam and gears and whatever. So, yeah, all over it. And then we also rate this film on how much we enjoyed it. Dana, on a scale of 1 to 5 gears, how much did you enjoy Around the World in 80 Days?
I had a grand time with this film.
Yeah?
I give it 5 of 5.
Wow.
It was so fun. I had such a fun, just good time. And honestly, I was not expecting it to like make me as happy as it did. Like I thought I might have a really good time because Jackie Chan is great.
Mm-hmm.
But I had so much fun, and every single like next cool like person that I recognized like coming on the screen was such a gift. It was so fun.
It was very silly. I'm having a hard time coming up with a rating.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I don't think it's like really well written as far as the writing.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
And because
I think this movie knows what it is.
I don't know about like the direction. Some of it like looked weird and bad with like the early days CGI stuff. And
I mean,
like the weird transitions to the map and back like looked weird and
I
not
liked how
great.
magical it felt. I felt like it added to the whimsy.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is, I think, possibly the worst part of this film.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know. Like there's some lows, but there's also some highs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. I don't know, man. I don't know. I had a pretty good time, I guess. I think quality of film, I would maybe say like a 3, but it's more fun than that. I'll give it 4. Why not? 4 out of 5 top hats. It was a fun time. Don't expect it to be good, but it's fun. That's my advice.
I disagree with you so hard. I think it's great. I think it's a great film.
Okay. Well, we disagree.
That's all right.
We're allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is allowed to disagree with us?
The listeners.
Exactly, the
Our
listeners.
dear listeners, who are also not rutabagas.
No.
They ain't rutabagas.
Well, don't go being a rutabaga. Yeah, leave us a comment. Talk to us. Tell us what you think. You can go to the Discord that there's a link to in the description of this podcast. You can hit us up on our socials at Steam Powered Movies on Instagram and on Threads and on Bluesky, some of which we check and some of which we don't. You figure it out. You can go to wordsbydana.com for full list of episodes and more information about the podcast and about Dana. So do that. And until next time, thank you for listening. We'll be back next month with another new episode. Okay, bye.
Bye, Captain No Nips.